Google shows when you search how toppers make their timetable. But is it actually the reality? Well, let's understand in this video. Hey guys, my name is Vansh, and in this video we'll be discussing that how can you prepare an effective and followable timetable for yourself. So let's start. The first step is that you need to have specific goals. Most of us tend to do is that they just start making the timetable randomly and they think that it should be followable. But they are completely wrong with this aspect. Why? Because the thing is that before making your timetable, you must be aware that what are your daily goals, what are your monthly goals, what are your weekly goals. All these things must be clear to you so that you can prepare an effective timetable, and so you can divide whole of your timetable in certain aspects. So definitely this is the first point which is to be followed, right? So the second point here comes, determine the number of chapters to be done in a single day. Example, if you have total 90 untouched chapters and you have a whole time of 6 months, then what you can do is just take approximately, we have 180 days and 90 chapters. So just divide the number of chapters by the number of days. So this gives you an average that daily you need to complete 0.5 chapter, which means daily you have to complete half chapter every day so that you would be able to complete all those 90 chapters in those 180 days. And so what is the trick here is that it is not compulsory that you have to complete only half chapter daily. If the chapter is very easy, then you can easily complete the whole chapter in a single day, so that when the difficult chapters comes, so you can give 3 to 4 days extra for those chapters, right? So now we can come to the third tip, which is we need to add regular breaks in our timetable. This is very important. What most of us tend to do is that in the beginning, we just tend to make a very rigid timetable from the very first day. And what this leads to, eventually this leads that we are not able to follow the timetable more than a day. In fact, not even that same day. And this demotivates us to that level that we think that there's fault in us. But you know where the fault actually was? The fault was not in you, but the fault was in your timetable. So the improvisation would be needed. That would not be in you, but in your timetable. Try to make your timetable as soft as it can in the beginning. Add regular breaks. What most people prefer is a Pomodoro method, in which you will just be working for 25 minutes and the next 5 minutes you will be taking a break. But what I personally prefer is that I study for the first 1 hour and then I take a 10 to 15 minutes break, because it is the problem of our generation that the break is not equivalent to be just a 5 minutes. We need to have at least a 15 to 20 minutes break, right? So this takes us to our fourth point, which is basically that you need to keep 2 hours aside each day for the undone work. Now what does this mean? It often happens with us that due to any emergency task or due to any urgent task, we tend not to complete our whole of the work in the given time slots. So these 2 hours will be for you. You have to complete all those work which you have not completed, which has been left by you in the whole day, and that you can complete it. But if you have completed all your work with a given timetable, then these are the 2 hours for you to enjoy whatever you want. You can play, you can just chat on Instagram, or you can do whatever you want in these 2 hours. So the only condition is that your whole work must be completed in that day. So make a timetable in such a way, and also leave 2 days in a week, so that if in any of those 5 days you have left any other day or you have went outside in that days, so you can complete the leftover work in that 2 days you have given, right? So this takes us to our fifth point, which is basically revision. Revision is a basic part of our timetable, but what most of us tend to do is just skip the revision in our timetable. Now what this leads to is, it is a matter of fact that revision is one of the most important aspects of a timetable, and when we just skip it, we just feel that a timetable is wrong. But in the timetable, the only wrong thing was that we did not add revision slots in it. So what to do is, daily add 1.5 hours for just the revision to revise all those works which you have done in whole of the day. This will give you enough confidence that what you have done in whole of the day, you have memorized it, right? So keep your revision at the end. And this takes us to the last point of this video, which is at the end, you need to analyze whole of your timetable. You need to take care that your timetable has not got certainly rigid. You have to make your timetable as lenient as possible, because you are just a beginner. In the start, you need to have a lenient timetable so that when you get used to it, just make it a little rigid and go like on that, right? Because it is the power of compounding, that when you will make it rigid even with one person every day, so it will become a lot at the end, right? The thing here is that just give a soft starting, analyze whole of your timetable and ask your subconscious, is the timetable which I have made easy to be followed? Will I be actually able to follow it? If the answer is no, then improvise your timetable and improvise it to that an extent till your mind says that yes, I would be able to follow that. If you like the video, then like to my channel and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.